The first night passed peacefully. No strange sounds, no whispers, no footsteps. By the second night, I had already forgotten Mrs. Rinnie's warning. I convinced myself she was just an old woman trying to scare new tenants. After work, I returned to my room exhausted. I ate instant noodles, watched videos on my phone, and eventually fell asleep. The room was completely silent until my digital clock flashed 3 a.m. At that exact moment, a single knock echoed through the hallway. I opened my eyes. Maybe I had imagined it. Then, a second knock, louder, closer. My heart began to race. And finally, the third knock, 3 knocks, exactly as Mrs. Rinnie had warned. I stared at the door. There was no voice, no footsteps, only silence. For nearly a minute, nothing happened. I laughed nervously. Probably another tenant. I slowly climbed out of bed and walked toward the door. Just as my hand reached the doorknob, I remembered her words, no matter who it is, don't open the door. I froze. The cold metal handle felt strangely icy beneath my fingers. Then, a soft voice came from outside. Arga. It was barely above a whisper. I frowned. Who knew my name? The voice came again. Arga. This time, it sounded exactly like my mother's voice. My stomach tightened. That was impossible. My mother lived hundreds of miles away. I quickly grabbed my phone and checked for missed calls. Nothing. The whisper returned. Please, open the door. Goosebumps spread across my arms. The voice sounded frightened, almost as if she were crying. Every instinct told me to help, but something felt wrong. Very wrong. I stepped away from the door. The whisper stopped. For several long seconds, everything was quiet again. Then I heard something that made my blood run cold. A scratching sound, slow, deliberate, like long fingernails dragging across old wood. The sound traveled from the top of the door, all the way down, until it reached the floor. I couldn't breathe. The scratching suddenly stopped. Silence. I waited. 1 minute. 2 minutes. Nothing. Finally, I looked at the clock. 3:17 a.m., gathering every ounce of courage. I slowly peeked through the peephole. The hallway was empty. No one stood outside. No footprints. No movement. Just darkness. I opened the door a few inches. The hallway stretched endlessly before me, completely silent. But lying on the floor, right outside my room, was something that hadn't been there before. 3 long claw marks, deeply carved into the wooden floor, as if something with impossibly long fingers had been standing outside my door, waiting, watching, smiling. I slammed the door shut and locked it. I didn't sleep for the rest of the night, because deep inside, I knew one terrifying truth. Whatever had knocked had never wanted to come inside. It wanted me to invite it in.